Welcome to day 12 and our final day of working on Eira Lynn Jones's piece for our January Challenge 2021. So I mentioned yesterday how I wasn't sure where to cut it yesterday, but I did it at the end of a line, but actually there's an answering part in today. So I'm going to start back at bar 37, play from there to the end, to the final 6 bars, and then you can hear where that join is and why it fits. So starting at 37, 5 and 6 and. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so this all harks back to day 4 and 5 and the sort of section that's happening there. So we have in this bar 40, we've sort of got the same bass notes that we had back in bar 19. We've got this E, C, like we did at the end of yesterday where we had the F, the C and the A placed at the end of the previous line. So too do we want to do 4, 2 and 1 again. Now, because the 4 is a reach and 2 has stayed where it is, I now find it uncomfortable to try and have my thumb on the string ready. So I'm going to do a hop, but my thumb is going to be up, not sort of down here. It's going to be up ready so that I can go, and then I can just immediately, as soon as I finish that bass note, I can then get it on. And it's just a slight leap, a slight rotate round. Okay, so that's our left hand there. Top hand, we had just played E, A, D, E, A. We brought it down a note. D, G, C, and then we're going E to G. Bit of a bigger gap there. So I spoke yesterday about these last notes, 1 and 3. Here, very much 1 and 3 because it's a 6. It's a bigger gap again. Okay, so if we go straight on bar 40, which is the beginning of that last line, left hand, 4, 2, ready to rotate and hop onto the G. Top hand sitting on a D and an E. That can be a finger 2, and then the remaining ones will move to a 3. Here we go. 5 and 6 and. Here we go. 5 and 6 and. Okay, and actually let's put the bar before it with that. So let's start at the final bar of the previous line. So left hand is on F, C going up to A. Right hand is sitting on E and a high A. We're going to put these 2 bars together because they answer and they belong together. So it's not really right to do one without the other. Here we go. 5 and 6 and. Your left hand ready, and okay, so our left hand next is just nice back to a 3 and 1, G and D. Our right hand is going to do a 4, 2, 1, 4 on the F, 2 on the B, thumb on the high F. This bar is identical to bar 18, 19, bar 20, which is at the end of the previous page. It's so I'm going to place my 2 and 3, so I've got a nice thumb sound. Okay, if you remember that back on day 5. So okay, and then our final bar, we're back to this C, G, being answered by a B, E. We go left, right, left hand comes up the octave, right hand goes up the octave, and then we're just moving to E and B and D and G. we've got one continuous squiggle, so it's a roll of the 4 notes shared between the hands. Okay, don't think of those as 2 separate things, think of it as one thing. It just happens to be done by both hands. One roll heading up to that highest note. Okay, so it's just putting that all together then, isn't it really? So let's just try playing now together, and we'll start at bar 39. So we're playing the last 4 bars of the piece. Okay, so my left hand is going to be on F, C and A, my right hand up on the E, my thumb on the high A, really conscious of trying to make that top hand as beautiful as possible, even though it's on these thin strings. Lovely released shoulders, nice elbows out, keeping towards the middle of the strings. Here we go. 5 and 6 and. Getting ready and. Getting my left hand ready on G and D. Left hand getting ready, loads of time. Down we go. Lovely, well done. Okay, so join me on the play along videos where we will play yesterday into today. So we'll be playing from bar 37 in the play along videos at lots of different speeds. And then tomorrow will be a rest and catch up day before we start something new. And there will be a play along video for the entire piece for tomorrow. Okay, well done, super.